Boom! YouTube. I'm here. Yeah. Let me check my setup. Let me make sure everything is okay. So, good day, good day. Bonjour, bonjour. Bonjour, bonjour. Today we're going to talk about, mastering our mind. But first, I want to talk about something that I saw yesterday. That Vince tagged me into something on Facebook. It's the ISS stage thing that you see the astronaut and OT, of course. We know they're staging it, but now it's so obvious. It's like the guy is pulling on the string and everything. It's like, what do they need to freaking see it? Sometimes I wonder. Especially, but first of all, people that look at it on TV, they're hypnotized, so they won't see it. They won't see that. But it's us. Basically, that's another thing. It's okay, we're pointing it on YouTube, but it's not going on TV, so it's just gonna probably stay in between us. I was watching also a video from Flat Earth, Vancouver, BC, my bro Glenn, and I was checking what he was talking about, because each one teach one. And he was talking about the numbers and all the stuff that doesn't add up. And that the flat earth thing is not something real. It's not something real. And that I always suspected something in that sense also, that the numbers were inflated to make us believe that a lot of people are looking into this. But could it be just a handful of people looking into this, like us, the one that are on YouTube? Like, could it be just not so many people looking at it, like they portray it? I'm gonna stop my flashing light in the back here. It's less distraction. Yeah. So so the numbers, good. The numbers are they play with the numbers. We know that for sure. Oh, wisdom is here. I was just talking about you, Vince. Yeah, cool the light. Okay, so I'll leave the light then. Here, we'll leave the light on. I think it's cool too. It gives a little atmosphere. I don't know. Atmosphere. Another word. So mastering our mind, ease and perfection. This is what I marked in the title, because this is what it's gonna come to. You gotta master your mind to a point that what you do it with ease and perfection without even thinking about it. Like a guy who play a guitar or any instrument. If you can play the guitar and sing at the same time, that shows you the power of the subconscious mind. You know, it's very maybe you don't see it here, the power of the subconscious mind right there, but when you see someone performing and play an instrument and sing at the same time, or do whatever task require, like operating a typewriter, operating a machine à écrire typewriter, that's the power of the subconscious mind. Some people type on those keyboard computer like crazy, that they're super me. First, you have to train your mind to really recognize everything subconsciously, so it goes at ease, and it's not. So ease and perfection depends entirely upon the degree in which we cease to depend upon the consciousness. Playing the piano, skating, operating the typewriter, the skilled trades depend for their perfect execution on the process of the subconscious mind. The marvel of playing a brilliant piece on the piano, while at the same time conducting a vigorous conversation, shows the greatness of our subconscious powers. And this is what is attacked here, For sure, they attack the subconscious mind. For sure. If you haven't noticed it, if you haven't noticed the war that's taking place now, the psychological warfare, it's a subconscious thing. We are all aware how dependent we are upon the subconscious, and the greater the nobler, the more brilliant our thoughts are. The more it is obvious to ourselves that the origin lays beyond our ken. We find ourselves endowed with tact, instinct, sense of the beautiful in art, music, etc., or whose origin or dwelling place we are wholly unconscious. We are wholly unconscious. Yeah, the greater the nobler, the more brilliant our thoughts are. Yeah. How dependent we are on the subconscious. Yeah. That's why if you program your subconscious mind to not to have those how can I say that? I'm looking for a way to express myself. It's gonna come. I'll come back on it. The value of the subconscious is enormous. Oh yeah, this is great. It inspires us. It warns us. It furnishes us with names, facts, and scenes from the storehouse of memory. It directs our thoughts, taste, accomplishes tasks so intricate that no conscious mind, even if it had the power, has the capacity for. This is the thing. It's our subconscious mind have much more power than the conscious part of our for sure, because consciously, you're gonna be negative and all that. So for sure, the subconscious. That's why me. Come on. That's why you listen to me read those quotes all the time. It's all to reprogram my subconscious mind. Oh, I forgot my green juice. Hey, we said we were gonna start the habit yesterday, drinking the green juice while making our chat. Is Abby there this morning? Abby's supposed to be there. I don't see her in the chat. Oh, we were talking yesterday too about fear, fear of, and I think it's Jiki that was talking about that. It was so interesting. Maybe this afternoon we'll go back on that subject of the conquering our fears one after the other. Green juice, yeah. So. Yeah, the power, the value of the subconscious is enormous. Enormous. That's why you must protect it. You must protect your subconscious mind. Minimize the distraction around you. Minimize the distraction around you. Protect your subconscious mind. Protect your power. Protect. This is all where it takes place. We can walk at will. We can raise the arm whenever we choose to do so. We can give our attention through eye or ear to any subject at pleasure. On the other hand, we cannot stop our heartbeats, or the circulation of the blood, nor the growth of stature, nor the formation of nerve and muscle tissue, nor the building of the bones, nor many other important vital processes. This is the thing. This is what I was explaining to you yesterday. We are so powerful and perfect, and all our organs inside, there's nothing external controlling our organs and everything that goes with the subconscious mind. And then there's something operating that, like what? It's just me, I think. Come on, it has to be So it has to come from the subconscious mind. Maybe the subconscious mind controls the heartbeat and everything like that. Who knows? Or maybe the organ is doing it by itself. But I think something is giving a signal somewhere. So I'm not a professional in neuro thing, but it makes sense for me. If we compare these two sets of action, the one decreed by the will of the moment, and the other proceeding in majestic, rhythmic course, subject to no vacillation, but constant at every moment, we stand in awe of the latter and ask to have the mystery explained. We see at once that these are the vital processes of our physical life, and we cannot avoid the inference that these all important functions are designedly withdrawn from the domain of our outward will with its variations and transitions, and placed under the direction of a permanent and dependable power within us. That's profound. That's profound. I would have to reread that 2-3 times. So if we compare these two sets of action, the one decreed by the will of the moment, and the other proceeding in majestic rhythmic course subject to no vacillation but constant at every moment, we stand in awe of the latter and ask to have the mystery explained. We see at once that these are the vital processes of our physical life, and we cannot avoid the inference that these all important functions are designedly withdrawn from the domain of our outward will with its variation and transitions, and placed under the direction of a permanent and dependable power within us. Within us. Of these two powers, the outward and changeable has been termed the conscious mind or the objective mind, dealing with outward objects. The interior power is called the subconscious mind or the subjective mind. And beside its work on the mental plane, it controls the regular functions which makes physical life possible. Profound. It is necessary to have a clear understanding of their respective functions on the mental plane, as well as of certain other basic principles. Perceiving and operating through the 5 physical senses, the conscious mind deals with the impressions and objects of the outward life. It has a faculty of discrimination, carrying with it the responsibility of choice. It has the power of reasoning, whether inductive, deductive, analytical, or syllogistic. And this power may be developed to a high degree. It is the seat of the will, with all the energies that flow there from. That's very important. Very important. It has the faculty of discrimination, carrying with it the responsibility of choice, the conscious mind. It has the power of reasoning, whether inductive, deductive, analytical, or syllogistic. And this power may be developed to a high degree. And this power may be developed at a high degree if we do our homework, if we work on ourselves, if we take time to work on ourselves and stop a bit the madness of Babylon and recenter and realign a bit with who we are. Think we have forgotten who we are. Yeah, that's what's happening. Yeah, reprogram yourself with love, appreciation of yourself and others. Thanks, wisdom. I do all this. Me, it's not nothing extravagant here. I'm just reprogramming my mind, redoing my blueprint. But I decided to do it live on YouTube. Just it. It's pushing me to do my homework and to read and to get more knowledge. And who knows if I would do it if I would not be on YouTube? I would probably be watching TV or something. So I have to do this. When I tell you guys I have to do it, I don't do this just to say, oh, I come to share something to have content. It's not that. It's not that at all. I have to go. I went through that book twice, once on YouTube, once alone. Now I'm going through it again because I think important books, you have to read them more than once. Saying like The Power of Now, I read more than once. A few books, the Motivation Manifesto, I must have read it 10 times. Because I want the stuff to be imprinted in my subconscious mind. So when I go on stage later on, a little bit later on, I'll have everything in my library head, and I'll be able to deliver. That's my thing here. That's what I'm doing. So it's nothing very. Just I have went through a fear conquering stage, and I ended up on YouTube doing this. Not only can it impress other minds, but it can direct the subconscious mind. It is in this way the conscious mind becomes the responsible ruler and guardian of the subconscious mind. Yeah. It is this I function which can completely reverse conditions in your life. If you give attention, important. It is often true that conditions of fear, worry, poverty, disease, inharmony, and evil of all kinds dominate us by reason of false suggestions accepted by the unguarded subconscious mind. I'm going to reread that one. Yeah. Listen, ja people. Give attention. It is often true that conditions of fear, worry, poverty, disease, inharmony, and evils of all kinds dominate us by reason of false suggestion accepted by the unguarded subconscious mind. And this is what's happening. All this, the trained conscious mind can entirely prevent by its vigilant protective action. Protect your subconscious mind. I'm going to have to yell it. It may properly be called the watchman at the gate of the great subconscious domain. Yeah. One writer has expressed the chief distinction between the two phases of mind as follows. Conscious mind is reasoning will. Subconscious mind is instinctive desire, the result of past reasoning will. Oh, that's interesting. Conscious mind is reasoning will. Subconscious mind is instinctive desire, the result of past reasoning will. That's profound. I don't know if you're following like me, but that's freaking profound. When you, when you stop, working and stop and take time to work on yourself like that, and you discover that you've been kept so dumbed down, so ignorant, so you thought you knew it all, but you know nothing. This is what happening for my case. That's why I'm here. Doing my homework is necessary. 5,000 times more, bro. Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. Yeah, man, Yoda, hein? Yeah. There is no outside condition of how you view life. We are only the reflection of our own inner consciousness. I need to remove my text treatment, my God. Yeah, man. It's all great. It's all great. Big up, Ivar. Ivar, I hope you're getting better, my bro. You're getting on your feet. Ivar is injured. Yeah, man. But with positive vibration, we should overcome the tribulation. Yeah. The subconscious mind draws just inaccurate inferences from premises furnished from outside sources. Where the premises is true, the subconscious mind reaches a faultless conclusion. But where the premise or suggestion is an error, the whole structure fails. The subconscious mind does not engage in the process of proving. It relies upon the conscious mind, the watchman at the gate, to guard it from mistaken impressions. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do. That's what they attack right there. Boom. Your subconscious mind. Receiving any suggestion as true. Suggestion, that's good for all the stuff of Babylon. I hope Pierre is listening this morning. Receiving any suggestion as true. The subconscious mind at once proceeds to act thereon in the whole domain of its tremendous field of work. The conscious mind can suggest either truth or error. If the latter, it is at the cost of wide-reaching peril to the whole being. Yeah. The conscious mind ought to be on duty during every waking hour. Every waking hour. When the watchman is off guard, or when its calm judgment is suspended, under a variety of circumstances or distractions, then the subconscious mind is unguarded and left open to suggestion from all sources. That's how we get programmed. During the wild excitement of panic, or during the height of anger, or the impulses of the irresponsible mob, or at any other time of unrestrained passion, the conditions are most dangerous. Yeah. The subconscious mind is then open to the suggestion of fear, selfishness, greed, self-depreciation, and other negative forces derived from surrounding person or circumstances. Yeah. The result is usually unwholesome in the extreme. The effects that may endure to distress it for a long time. Hence, the great importance of guarding the subconscious mind from false impression. Please guard your subconscious mind. This book is amazing. It's the book from Protected at all costs. Rearrange your mind. Yeah, man. When you remove your mind from the program and you take time to be within yourself, well, life is more. Oh yeah, for sure, man. It's a mind game. It's a mind game. I don't care how much money you have, with what you own in your life, what you do for life. It's a mind game, and happiness is a state of mind. So it's up to you to create your reality with your thoughts. You can create anything. Anything's accessible. It's very abundant to the one who wants to do the work, like me and others. You here this morning, you want to do the work too. You know, me, I attach a lot of importance to the chat. The chat is so divine. There's so much love in there. So much love in there, and I love that because that's a one step, to for certain people to start conquering their fears. Because the only reason why we don't get together, we all get together here this morning and celebrate life. You know why we don't all celebrate life together is the fear, the ego, but mostly the fear. Mostly the fear because before, like I said yesterday, before I even posted a picture of Bob Marley on Facebook, I was like, what the fuck is people gonna think I smoke fucking weed? Like, it's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. I'm telling you. But once you conquer them one after the other, like went through this, then I did something else, then I started talking about flat earth, then I said, okay, enough Facebook, I gotta go on YouTube. And then I ended up on YouTube and started to speak my mind, and I'm here today with you, here and now, live on YouTube. Live and direct, ja people. Live and direct with a heart filled with love, and yeah, nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me to share my love with the world, to express who I am. It's all greatness because I'm protecting my subconscious mind a lot. You should see what I do when I'm not on YouTube. I don't. I don't watch TV. I be very careful of what I put in my ears. I read. I get like this knowledge, like this, and mastering my mind, and other books, and it's when the working on yourself is not only can takes many different ways. I think we know them. We all have done the work here. The subconscious mind perceives by intuition. Hence, its processes are rapid. It does not wait for the slow methods of conscious reasoning. In fact, it cannot employ them. It cannot employ them. I'm going to reread that one. It's a good one. The subconscious mind perceives by intuition. Sometimes you have the intuition and it comes fast. You have that intuition, you have to do it. That's it. Its processes are rapid. It does not wait for the slow methods of conscious reasoning. Because sometimes you're going to do reasoning and you're going to be like very slow, like you're going to think and think and think. That's the conscious mind. But when you have intuition, often it comes very fast and it's like, okay, no, I knew I needed to do this, or things like that. In fact, it cannot employ them. Hold on a second. I'm going to get up a bit. We're going to keep going a little. If you guys don't mind. The subconscious mind never sleeps, never rests, any more than does your heart or your blood. It has been found that by plainly stating to the subconscious mind certain specific things, to be accomplished, forces are set in operation that lead to the result desired. And that's true. Hold on, I'm going to tell you an example of that. Hence then is a source of power which places us in touch with omnipotence. Herein is a deep principle which is well worth our most earnest study. Yeah. This is very deep here, very profound. Just like sometimes I go see. Oh, Jakey is here. Yeah, big up. Sometime I go see my son upstairs, like just before he goes to bed or something like that. And because he still has problem, he pees the bed a bit sometime. Like he has a night episode peeing the bed again. So I tell him, before you go to bed, Gavin, tell yourself you're not going to pee the bed. You're not going to pee the bed. You're not going to pee the bed. I'm not going to pee. I'm not going to pee. And I tell him, repeat it 25 times to yourself. You got to program your brain. I said, program it, tell it to yourself, and you're going to see what happens. You're not going to have those episodes. And surely it worked. Slowly stopped having them. But the subconscious mind never sleeps, never rests, any more than does your heart. And this is what I was thinking yesterday. I was lying down in my bed to go to bed. Like sometimes I sleep, I'm just like everybody. And I was like, when I sleep, this is the power of the subconscious mind, because I was thinking about that. And when we sleep, we do not monitor our breathing. We do not monitor anything of this. All this is done by the subconscious mind. It's very, very, very powerful. Very powerful. But for some moment in my life, never really stopped thinking about that, working on my subconscious powers. And the operation of this law is interesting. Those who put it into operation find that when they go out to meet the person with whom they anticipate a difficult interview, something has been there before them and dissolved the supposed differences. Everything is changed. All is harmonious. They find that when some difficult business problem presents itself, they can afford to make delay, and something suggests the proper solution. Everything is properly arranged. In fact, those who have learned to trust the subconscious find that they have infinite resources at their command. Yeah, infinite resources at your command. But protect your subconscious mind. You must protect it and reprogram it. It's very important. Starve the distraction. The subconscious mind is the seat of our principles and our aspirations. It is the fount of our artistic and altruistic ideals. These instincts can only be overthrown by an elaborate and gradual process of undermining the innate principles. The innate principles. People. Yeah. The subconscious mind cannot argue controversially. That's a big word. Controversially. Also, I get better reading in English. It's all part of it. It's all part of my. This is not it. This is homework making here. This is I'm doing my homework. I say it all the time for a reason. Hence, if it has accepted wrong suggestion, the sure method of overcoming them is by the use of strong counter-suggestion, frequently repeated, which the mind must accept. This is what I'm doing here. Because my mind, my conscious mind don't really want me to come on YouTube. come on, my conscious mind doesn't want to do too much by nature. So I have to condition myself really to implement the habit in the subconscious to come on YouTube and do my talk. That's how I see it. Nothing can stop my Rastafari friend. No, man, nothing can stop me. I'm always going to be here. I'm always going to be here. Not only that I have to do it, but I love it also. I love it. It's a nice moment. It's a nice... no, not have to freak out with that YouTube. YouTube is YouTube. It's life. Like, that's what I say to my... Also, that's the power I have acquired. I don't stress out with stuff like that anymore. Why would I stress out? I've been through my worst moment. I have had worse moment than that in my life. Come on. I've had tribulation. I've done stuff. I've had financial problem. I've had all kinds of shit happening to me. Especially when I was young. I was so rock and roll. But am I going to live in the past? Am I going to... No, I got to reprogram myself. Kick the fear out. Just the fear, just the fear-killing process is a big way of controlling your subconscious mind, because this is what they have put in there. Fear, doubt, anger, all the bad human emotions, we have them stored in there. And if you don't reprogram or unlearn everything you have learned, like Yoda say, yeah, so important. So where I was? To sum up, the normal functions of the subconscious mind, of the subconscious, on the physical side have to do with the regular and vital processes, with the preservation of life and the restoration of health, with the care of offspring, which includes an instinctive desire to preserve all life and improve conditions generally. That's deep. So the normal function of the subconscious mind, the normal function of the subconscious on the physical side, okay, have to do with the regular and vital processes, with the preservation of life and the restoration of health, with the care of offspring, which include an instinctive desire to preserve all life and improve conditions generally. It's powerful. It's powerful, I'm telling you. You better master it. You better master your mind, because it's freaking powerful. That's where the game is. Me, I know. That's why I'm doing this, because I know it's a mind game. So if I don't master my mind, forget about it. I have to master my mind. I have to... Oh, yeah. No. And especially, not only that I have to master my mind in a trouble illusion world, that also, but now that I'm more awake and more in touch with who I am, and that I know what's going on in the world, I'm a bit... or I have a little idea of what's going on in the world. Well, I have a little bit more drive to protect that subconscious and to build it up to a way that I can do something with my life and not just be a living dead inside the matrix. Inside the matrix, be how does my friend Quasi-Luminous name it? Lost at sea, officially dead. No, I don't intend to stay lost at sea, officially dead. Even though I am to them, but not to me. I'm rising from the... Yeah. On the mental side, the subconscious, it is the storehouse. It harbors... It harbors the wonderful thought messengers, work unhampered by time or space. It is the fountain of the practical initiative and constructive forces of life. It is the seat of habit. It is the seat of habit. Yeah, yeah. I love that book. On the spiritual side, if you guys are fed up, you don't have to listen to me. Like I'm just, I don't know. I think it's good for us to do this. I don't want to sound like I'm brainwashing anybody here, but I think it's just a good thing to master our mind. So I come and share it. On the spiritual side, because sometimes I have the feeling, why I say that? Because sometimes I have the feeling that people are only in need for sensationalism. And this is what I feel like. I feel so. This is the point where I did not. I'm not talking about you guys in the chat, Ivar, Wisdom, and Jake, and all that. But I feel like people are only in need of sensationalism, and I'm not. I don't like sensationalism. I'm not a type of guy that's very, very fireworks and all kinds of stuff. Just my flashing lights in the back, but. Yeah, just I want to grow. I want to grow, and I don't want to grow in distractions and in nonsense. And I want to work on myself. And I know this world is filled with distraction, filled with stuff to keep me away from who I am. So I'm just giving myself tool to remember who I am, or that's it. So this is part of it, but this is why it's often I justify the fact that I do this or do this or do that, because I don't come here to put the show on. I don't come here to put a show on. I don't want to be a showman, like yeah, for Truman Show for sure. But I mean, I don't do Truman Show either to sound popular or to gain popular. I want to gain knowledge. This is the reason why I'm here. So if you see me sharing something, it's because to me, it's very important that I do it. It's not, I never, and if it's important for me, it becomes important for you because I'm aligned with living my dream and living my true self. So I'm not coming here to do a lying testimony or stuff like that. I'm here to live my truth. And this is a tool that I give to myself, but I know not too many people are wants to, but I try not to just not read because I know people are listening. I don't want, and for me also, I don't want it to become very boring. Like I just don't want to come in here and blah 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 and just read. Like, but it's important for me to do it and to keep doing it. So if you are not in that kind of vibration, nothing stops you from going somewhere else. I mean, but this is the work I'm doing here, and if this work can benefit for others, if it can inspire others, it's good. But I don't want to. Thanks, Wisdom. I appreciate it. Makes me. If I would not hold back, yeah, for sure, there's emotion here I would let out. I feel a lot of love, and that comes and get me to the art a lot, especially no, for sure. But I mean, I don't come here to seek anything or to sound interesting. It's not, even though sometimes I feel like I feel like some people that's what they think I'm doing here. Not that I really care what people think about me, but I can feel that. I feel the those kind of vibrations sometimes that people would like But I'm at that stage, I'm at that stage. I've been renting on YouTube. I've been doing a lot of stuff on YouTube. Now I'm into the remembering who I am. And this is the place, the stage that I am with this. And that's it. But like, I don't know. I don't know what to say. It is what it is. But if you guys love it, like you say, I'll stay here and I'll keep on keeping on. I'll keep on keeping on. But sometimes I get like now, it's like a little bit of a not a down moment, but it's like I don't. It's like the little voice in me more talking, saying, what are you doing?" or stuff like that. But like, this is what I'm telling you. You see me battling with my mind live on YouTube, and you tell me it's not a mind game. Look how I'm battling with my mind right now. This is fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy. Sometimes I think too much. I think too much. I think too much. I have to stop. I have to take a break from my thoughts. I think that's what's happening. I have to take a break from my thoughts. Maybe I think too much. But it's too much what's going on out there. I cannot stop thinking about it. It's too much. It's just crazy. Anyway, how long have I been here now? Almost an hour again. Seems like I cannot stop this thing. It's crazy. We'll keep going. I'm into the mood to keep going a bit, so we'll keep going. Yeah. So on the spiritual side, this is what I was saying. On the spiritual side, it is the source of ideals, of aspiration, of the imagination, and is the channel through which we recognize our divine source. And in proportion as we recognize this divinity, do we come into an understanding of the source of power. I think I'm going to reread that 125 times. On the spiritual side, but again, spiritual is another thing. I don't really like that word, spiritual, but we'll use it. On the spiritual side, it is the source of ideals, of aspiration, of the imagination, and is the channel through which we recognize our divine source. And in proportion as we recognize this divinity, do we come into an understanding of the source of power. The source of power. We can all access this this power source. Hold on. I'll put down my camera. Who's here this morning? Who's in that live chat that's checking me live? It says 5 viewers live here. I don't know these numbers. I don't trust YouTube. I don't trust YouTube for nothing. All the numbers are... it's the world of duality. Everybody is eating of the tree of good and evil. Yeah. Brother, it's not boring. It's vital information, brother. Okay, thank you. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's... I don't know. Maybe it's just my mind. Like you saw it. I battled right live in front of you with my mind. It's crazy. It's a fucked up mind game. It's that's why we must master our mind. It's very important that we do this exercise. It's a big book. It has like 300 pages. We'll probably go on and on and on with that for a while, here and there, in between other stuff. But I want to go through it, this and the power of now, and all this stuff that is very, very, this is the basic of, I think, starting to master your mind. Like, it's not very complicated what they explain in this book. Everybody can master those, if you starve your distraction and start working on yourself, and never mind the madness of Babylon. That's all there is out there. Madness, so... It's time for us to rise it up. Camera went down, I think. Someone may ask, how can the subconscious change conditions? The reply is because the subconscious is a part of the universal mind, and a part must be the same in kind and quality as the whole. The only difference is in one of degree. The whole, as we know, is creative. In fact, it is the only creator there is. Consequently, we find that mind is creative, and as thought is the only activity which the mind possesses, thought must be necessarily be creative also. Ah, huh? Yeah. But we shall find that there is a vast difference between simply thinking and directing our thought consciously, systematically, and constructively. When we do this, we place our mind in harmony with the universal mind. With the universal mind. We come in tune with the infinite. We set in operations the mightiest forces in existence, the creative power of the universal mind. Yeah, that's us. This, as everything else, is governed by natural law. And this law is the law of attraction, which is that mind is creative and will automatically correlate with its object and bring it into manifestation. But you got to go into action also. You know, the law of attraction, the secret, all these stuff. Me, I don't. I'm just reading your comments. Yeah. Last week, I gave you an exercise for the purpose of securing control of the physical body. If you have accomplished this, you are ready to advance. This time, you will begin to control your thought. Always take the same room, the same chair, and the same position if possible. In some cases, it is not convenient to take the same room. In this case, simply make the best use of such conditions as may be available. Now be perfectly still as before, but inhibit all thought. This will give you control over all thoughts of care, worry, and fear, and will enable you to entertain only the kind of thoughts you desire. Continue this exercise until you gain complete mastery. Want me to repeat it? Always take the same room, same chair, same position if possible. In some case, if not convenient, take the same room. In this case, simply make the best use of such condition as may be available. Now be perfectly still. Inhibit all thought. This will give you control over all thoughts of care, worry, and fear, and will enable you to entertain only the kind of thoughts you desire. Are you thinking for yourself? Can you think for yourself? You know, when I say that I keep repeating that all over on Facebook and all that. Think for yourself, think for yourself. You know, continue this exercise until you gain complete mastery of your thoughts process. Oh, it's wonderful. There's a way we can master this muscle up there, for sure. We are not just living dead, working from 9 to 5 and pay bills and die. Whoa, we got work to do. We got a lot of work to do. A lot of homework to do. For sure. Me, I am oh. I don't know. This camera is kind of weird a bit. Kind of go on focus. Doesn't really matter. You will not be able to do this for more than a few moments at a time. But the exercise is valuable because it will be very practical demonstration of the great number of thoughts which are constantly trying to gain access to your mental world. That's why I said the best place to reside is the space in between your thoughts. Space in between the thoughts. For sure. I'll finish that section and then I'll say bye-bye. Cause and effect is as absolute and undeviating in the hidden realm of thought as in the world of visible and material things. Mind is the master weaver, both of the interior garment of character and the outer garment of circumstance. Profound quote, James Allen. Cause and effect is as absolute and undeviating in the hidden realm of thought as in the world of visible and material things. Cause and effect. Mind is the master weaver, both of the interior garment of character and the outer garment of circumstances. So, people, master your mind. Master your mind. It's essential. Yeah, now there's for sure he has all kinds of question with answers and all kinds of stuff like that. I'm not gonna go through this. I'll just start maybe the part 3. We'll keep going a bit. No stress. No stress here and now. I can pass out and faint and die during the day. At least I'll have done this, my last talk. I don't think this will happen to me, but you never know. So that's why I come and share everything I have on my heart all the time and try to deliver and to, yeah, you never know. Me, I'm protected by the Most High, but that's it. That's life. I'm aware of it. And that's why I live fully in the now. I'm aware of everything. The necessary interaction of the conscious and subconscious mind requires a similar interaction between the corresponding system of nerves. The very beautiful method in which this interaction is effected. The cerebrospinal system is the organ of the conscious mind, and the sympathetic system is the organ of the subconscious. The cerebrospinal is the channel through which we receive conscious perception from the physical senses and exercise control over the movements of the body. This system of nerves has its center in the brain. We are something. We are, when I say we are much more powerful than we think and stuff like that, it's for a reason. It's also interiorly, we're so much more. Like we don't know nothing about us interiorly. We just go on and get up in the morning and do our things without even noticing the marvelous stuff that we have inside. And anyway, it's just some people will. Anyway, I don't know me. I don't intend to die with not knowing who I am and how I can mastering my mind. That's my. I'm like a little monk in Tibet on top of a mountain that tried to master his mind. That's exactly what I'm doing here. Learning and learning and living and learning. Living and learning. Not that I would not like to go there. Maybe that would be interesting to go to Tibet on top of a mountain. I would like to do that. Go pass a little time with them and yeah. 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 The mind that is always mastering and always will be. Yeah. So the necessary. Yeah, I told you that. The the sympathetic system as its center in the ganglionic mass at the back of the stomach known as the solar plexus, and is the channel of that mental action which unconsciously supports the vital functions of the body. The connection between the two systems is made by the vagus nerves, which passes out of the cerebral region as a portion of the voluntary system to the thorax, sending out branches to the heart and lungs, and finally passing through the diaphragm. It looses its outer coating and becomes identified with the nerves of the sympathetic system, so forming a connecting link between the two and making man physically a single entity. Wow, this is profound. The sympathetic system and the cerebrospinal system. The connection between the two systems is made by the vagus nerve, which passes out of the cerebral region as a portion of the voluntary system to the thorax, sending out branches to the heart and lungs, and finally passing through the diaphragm. It looses its outer coating and becomes identified with the nerves of the sympathetic system, so forming a connecting link between the two and making man physically a single entity. That's freaking profound. We have seen that every thought is received by the brain, which is the organ of the conscious. It is here subjected to our power of reasoning. When the objective mind has been satisfied that thought is true, it is sent to the solar plexus, or the brain of the subjective mind, to be made into our flesh, to be brought forth into the world as reality. It is then no longer susceptible to any argument whatever. The subconscious mind cannot argue. It only acts. It accepts the conclusions of the objective mind as final. Yeah. The solar plexus has been linked to the sum of the body because it is a central point of distribution for the energy which the body is constantly generating. This energy is very real energy, and this sun is a very real sun, and the energy is being distributed by very real nerves to all parts of the body and is thrown off in an atmosphere which envelopes the body. Hey, this is profound here. That's crazy. The solar plexus has been linked to the sum of the body because it is a central point of distribution for the energy which the body is constantly generating, making some kind of a field around us. This energy is very real energy, and this sun is a very real sun. When I say shine your light, you have a sun inside. and the energy is being distributed by very real nerves to all parts of the body, and is thrown off in an atmosphere which envelopes the body. You know that I always say, shine your light, for a reason. You have a sun inside. You know, the representation of the astrology is a representation often of the human body. So as far as I'm concerned, there's a sun rotating up there, and it's giving a lot of energy. And I think I have one inside too. Always thought that. So guys, yeah, I think I'm gonna let you go. Yeah, my daughter is leaving soon. I'm gonna go say bye to her. Say bye to Abby. I don't know if she's watching now. I think she's watching. She's one of my biggest fan after me. Yeah. So guys, big up, big up, big up. We're gonna master that mind for sure. We're gonna work on ourselves. We're gonna rise and shine. Time for us to rise it up. Ease out. He will be back later on, probably tonight for you guys, and this afternoon for me. We'll come back on mastering the mind and talk a little bit more and chat in between and tell you my what goes through my mind at the moment. You know, this is what I do here. It's I get some inspiring stuff and tell you what goes through my mind at the moment. Yeah. So we'll be back later on. Nice to have all of you here. Big up, big up, big up, Jiki. Wisdom, Ivar, Abby, I'm sure she's watching. Uh, let's put it that way. The Father is the mind, and the right hemisphere is the way you view life. Oneness comes from the right side. Yeah. So nice. Yeah. My day I still starting. Good. Good. Greatness, I wanted to read your message a bit. I love the chat. I love the love. I love to see the love in the chat. It's so uplifting. It's so such a great vibration here. This is what I want. You know, this is what I want. I want to generate something that has good vibration. That we come here and we have a fun and we share stuff and we just share the love and the truth. You know, the truth and so this is the what I'm gonna do here. A place for love. Yeah. Show love. Love life. Show love. Wake up and live. Rise and shine. Yeah, yeah. He's out. I love you all, but Joe love you more. So rise and shine. He's out.